I'm Kellyanne, aka Kelly Dougal, and right now is Kellyanne Troubleland time.
This is a Soca Sniper presentation. Ordinary, homegrown people.
I am second generation. My dad's Barbadian, my mother is a Grenadian. I have been to Barbados. First time I believe I was 4, it was 1981, so you do the maths. And repetitively been to Barbados from the age of 16 coming up until about 3 years ago. I was 2 or 3 times a year in Barbados. When I was a teenager, that's when my love for Barbados was really at its highest. It was just the people, the vibe. I get a sense of feeling at home when I'm there. It's relaxing. It was a different lifestyle of obviously growing up in the UK. When you go to Barbados, you've got friends in the area, everybody develops and you've got family. It's a completely different lifestyle to being in the UK. When you grow up in your homes, you have to go to people's houses and travel, and it's not like just going on the block and hanging out and lining. I love going to Oistins. Oistins is like a must for me. I've got family and friends in Oistins actually working there. If you know Fishnet and Pat's Place, those are people that you will find me by when I'm in Barbados. My personal favorite food is breadfruit cuckoo. I like going Martins Bay and eating food there too with my dad. I mean, being in Barbados is how you could say, experiences with my dad that I've never had before, that I don't have in the UK. So it's a different lifestyle, and I enjoy the types of experiences that we have over there and the time together. Alright, so my father came to the UK at the end of Windrush, which was around 1967. He was 21 years old and he was very much into cricket. He was a member of the Metropolitan Line cricket team because he worked for London Underground. It was his life. I had been introduced later on in life to Big Bird in Oistins with my dad, and Big Bird even said to me he believed that my father should have played cricket for the West Indies. He was a very talented player, and I have vivid memories of growing up every Saturday, going to cricket matches around the UK, especially at Wembley Park where their home ground was. It was a different lifestyle because everybody then was uncle, auntie, and you was all raised up as a community. So it was a early introduction to cricket, which has continued my love of cricket now. It's not. I'm not that. Listen, my dad will have conversations with me about cricket, and it blows my mind because he gets so excited with it, and I'm lost. Yeah. Walk up, no. Walk up, no. Obviously now with my mum, my partying days are not as what they used to be, but when we used to party hard in Barbados, after dark, any of the clubs really on St. Lawrence Gap, that used to be what we used to like. After that was my favourite spot, and I used to like Drinks Free in Boatyard. My favourite artist is, and will be, Lil Rick. I just like the energy he brings on stage, considering that when you talk to him off stage he's such a quiet person, but Lil Rick has always been my favourite artist when it comes to soca music. The first time I actually saw Lil Rick wasn't even in Barbados, it was in a nightclub over here in Tudor Road, and this is when Hard Wine and was like a brand new song. So growing up listening to Bashment Soca And my love of soca developed that much that I brought Lyric over for my 40th birthday, and he performed at my birthday party. So it was always been a dream of mine for it to happen. I was very happy for my 40th for him to bless the party, as well as Marsville, to be fair. So yeah, it was a good event. Even though I just said I like the Bashment Soca, We Survivin' has always been my favorite Little Rick track. It was, I think he won not Pickety Crop or Cohobla Pot with it. It was the very first time Barbados had celebrated Emancipation Day in a big scale, and the lyrics is talking about poor people struggling, and exactly what most of the people, the songs that he was singing, the lyrics that he was singing, we could all relate to. You wouldn't believe that, right?
I want to spit.
You wouldn't believe that was my favorite song?
Yeah, I would have.
My favorite beach, and is the one I go to continuously, it was always going to be Miami Beach, Enterprise Beach. It was more of the local vibe. I go with my dad, who was never a swimmer, and like I said, experiences with my dad has got me to love different things about Barbados. So going to Miami Beach, watching my dad float in the water, and then having a daughter of my own and taking her, and first experiences in the beach anywhere in the world was Miami Beach in Barbados. 21 years now I've been working with London Underground, coming up through the ranks. I'm currently a train operator at Wembley Park, strangely enough is where I grew up every Saturday watching cricket. I'm now a train driver at that same depot. In train driving, it has its ups and downs. Obviously, the number one problem for us was people taking their lives. The experiences I've gained and knowledge I've learned with the variety of colleagues that I work with, I'm indebted to London Underground. It's the main job I've ever had in my life. It's given me the lifestyle that I have, the holidays that I'm able to go to Barbados so often. The plus side of working for London Underground is, for me especially, I get the shifts, being able to have family time. I still have, I don't know what else I have. My family, my dad lives in Draxhall Jump, St. George, because there's many different Draxhalls, so you have to say that so he doesn't tell me off. When I go to Barbados, now it's more of a relaxation, but the tourist things I have done, I mean, we've done the Harrison's Cave, we've done the Animal Flower Forest, we did the typical touristy tours. We've also did a surprise birthday for my mum in Barbados. Even though she's Grenadian, we did a surprise birthday where we hired a limo, and the limo took us on a tour around the West Coast, and we were seeing sights and sounds. It was lovely. But like I said, now I think my next holiday would be more to do stuff I've never done. I'm very interested in doing that light aircraft that I saw Sniper had. That was one of the goals of mine that I was going to do with this regathering this year. But obviously, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I was so jealous when I saw Sniper's footage of the light aircraft and the scenery that he was seeing up there, because it's something that you won't normally see or experience. Only time you see that is like on your approach on the aircraft when you're flying over Miami, getting into the Grantley Adams. But you're never going to see the sights and then you'll be able to recognize what you're flying over. That's a goal. That is a definite goal. I think Sniper was blessed to be able to experience that. So as I said, I started going Barbados as an age to remember trips for myself as a teenager. And one of the very first trips, I saw the Buster statue, and I hadn't any knowledge of what it meant. So me doing research and knowing about the story behind it, It's even right now a profile picture of mine on Facebook. I'm blown away by the strength that he had. Start from the beginning, right? So, as I said, I started going to Barbados at an age to remember trips for myself as a teenager. And one of the very first trips, I saw the Buster statue, and not knowing anything about it and being able to go back and research for myself what the statue represented, it was like giving me strength. So to know that I've come from a people that have had that kind of foresight to defend themselves and oh my God, I'm losing my words. I'm probably losing my words. Yeah, the Buster statue. Yeah, I like to see it because I like to see our history. I mean, every island's got their story. You've got the stories of the people in Grenada who jumped off from a high point and who didn't want to be kept in captured, so they sacrificed their lives. I mean, you've got the stories of it happening in Jamaica, but it was just, I didn't know of Barbados' role, and the Buster statue means a lot. I've always said to my mum, I drive freer in Barbados than I do here. To drive to my dad and I'm going through cane fields. I love it, it's different. And to me, I don't know, it's just a different, it's less pressure, less hustle and bustle. There's no M1 and A406 to deal with. It's just, I feel that I could easily retire in Barbados and be happy. The aspiration has always been to finish life in Barbados. I think my love for Barbados grew around the time that my dad retired back to Barbados. And knowing that London Underground or London Transport gave him everything, and we both started our working career at age 21, working for the same company, actually a month after our 21st birthdays, both me and Dad, several years apart. Seeing that gave him everything he's achieved in life, and he's living a very comfortable life over there. I think I've got the option of letting that be my forever home. And Grenada got too much mosquitoes.